having a great Memorial Day. Hope you enjoyed your workout today. So this one's for tomorrow. We're gonna start with our warm-up, okay? It's gonna be 3 rounds of 25 jumping jacks. So a jumping jack starts arms to my side, legs to my side. Nice long arms, okay? Here's the thing, if you don't have the mobility or the capability to do that, I'm fine with just a little hop with an arm raise. Anything you have, if you don't even have the hop, that's fine. Just simply raise your arms over and touch. It's about open. You can step. Okay, that's a version of a jumping jack. All of that's fine. The next thing we're gonna do is arm circles. This is about just moving and warming up your shoulders. So with my arms out to the side, I'm gonna start by making small circles. And then as I get deeper into that 20, I'm gonna start opening up the range of those to where they're big, giant circles, okay? After that, we're gonna do 10 of what we call big reach. You're just gonna start with your hands out in front of you like this, and you are going to reach as high as you can and really try and extend through that all the way down. So you're trying to like compress and push down, activate those muscles, and then press and reach. All right, so after the big reach, the last thing we're gonna do in that warm-up is 10 repetitions of what we call a good morning. And all that is a hinge at the hips. So standing tall, I'm gonna think about pushing my butt back. And then from here, I'm gonna squeeze my butt and my legs to stand up. I'm not lifting with my back. I'm not trying to move with I'm not pulling with my back. I'm pushing my butt back. I should feel my weight in my heels. Little soft knee, okay? And then I'm going to squeeze my butt to press my hips through. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of those. Guys, if that's an uncomfortable movement for you, don't feel like you have to get as deep into it as I did. If you just tilt your body a little bit forward and come out of that, start getting your body used to that, that's perfectly fine as well. Those are muscles that should be really strong. That we're using the erectors and we're using the glutes. Those are really the powerful muscles of your core. So we have to start waking those up and using those. All right, guys, so we're gonna go into our mobility now. So something that we did yesterday, or actually for you guys today, is shoulder opener number 3. That should look like this. My hands are gonna go on the wall about shoulder height, about shoulder width. I'm gonna think about moving my hips back, and pressing my sternum down. Long, straight arms. I'm pressing into that wall, trying to press down at the same time. That's shoulder opener number 3. You're gonna hold that for about 45 seconds. We're gonna go from that into shoulder opener number 1. All that is, I'm gonna place my palm. You could use a door jamb, anything that's comfortable here. And I'm just gonna simply open and turn until I feel a little bit of a stretch in my chest right there. I'm not gripping or grabbing the post. I just have my hand on it. And I'm just gonna lean into that. Once again, about 45 seconds aside, okay? And then after we do shoulder opener number 1, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do another series of arm circles to warm those muscles back up. So for our workout today, it doesn't matter what tier you're in because you're gonna be able to scale or modulate the weight or the movement it's all based on you. So the more athletic you are, the more fit you are, the more time you've been spending working out, you're just gonna go a little bit heavier, but everybody's gonna do the same thing, okay? We're gonna do 3 rounds of what's called a giant set. And what a giant set means is I'm gonna do multiple different exercises continuously, one right after the other, doing all the repetitions for that movement, non-stop, no rest, directly one into the next, okay? Normally it would be like, if you're doing bicep curls or whatever, I'm gonna do a set of 5 and then I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go sit down and I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna come back and do it. It's not gonna be how it works this time, okay? You're gonna do everything one right after the other. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna take a set of dumbbells, okay? The first thing is 10 presses. So I'm standing nice and tall, my butt is underneath my rib cage, my chest is down. Strict press straight up. Okay, that's the first movement. The second movement is a bent over row. So from a standing position with the weights at my side, I'm simply gonna push my butt back a little bit and I'm pulling like I'm trying to reach back to my back pockets. You notice I'm not bending my arm and pulling to me. My arms are staying kind of straight and I'm squeezing my upper back. I'm squeezing my lats and my shoulder blades together, okay? The target is my lat and my back, not my bicep. The next movement is what's known as an upright row. So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna come straight up. Think right about mid-chest height is where you're aiming for. You don't want to come up way, way high. It's really hard on the shoulders. So about mid-chest is just about perfect. You want to keep the weights pretty close to each other, okay? As I go on, I want to show you guys some scaling options. So the next movement is called a bent reverse fly. So I'm going to go back to my bent position where I've pushed my butt back. My weight is still even over my feet. And from my hands being together, I'm just simply going to squeeze my shoulder blades together with a slightly bent elbow. So I'm using these cans. If this is where you're at, that's perfect, okay? Do the movements, get your workout, move through it straight, okay? If you can use dumbbells, fine, use dumbbells. You could grab something as simple as a couple of weight plates and do that, okay? It doesn't make any difference what it is. It could be jugs of water, whatever works for you, whatever you have available, okay? So we went from the bent reverse fly. The next one is the lateral raise. So with our lateral raise, our hips are gonna be back. I'm sorry, not quite that much. Elbows are gonna be slightly bent, about a 15-degree angle off the body. So I'm not coming straight out laterally, okay? And I'm not locking my arms. It's a slightly bent arm just off the front of my chest, okay?
Show us from the front.
Right there. That's my lateral raise, okay? The next movement is a tricep extension. So the way I want this done, it's one of two ways, whatever's most comfortable for you, okay? You can stand with your elbows straight up in the air and do a tricep extension like this, or you can go back to our hinge position and do a kickback like this. Whatever works best for you, whatever you like best, okay? And we're gonna finish off with bicep curls. So standing nice and tall, elbows packed to the side. I'm just simply gonna curl up, okay? Whether you finish with a hammer handle position, whether you finish with your palms towards the sky, honestly, I'm not super concerned about that right now, okay? I'm more concerned about you getting all the reps and moving through these giant sets. Remember, it's 3 giant sets. All of this stuff, 10 repetitions each movement, one right after the other, nonstop, without any rest, okay? What you're gonna find is the first round, it's gonna be a little tricky because some things are gonna be more limiting than others. Start light, okay? Guys, start light. Move through this. If on the next round you feel like you could go slightly heavier, by all means, grab a different set of dumbbells and go just a little bit heavier, okay? By the 3rd round, you're gonna be pretty winded, okay? Your heart rate's gonna be going pretty good and you're gonna be pretty fatigued. If you start failing, go ahead and go back down to your lighter set, but you're allowed to play with the weights of what you're using. Don't get stuck on that, okay? What I do wanna see though is like controlled movement. You're not using your hips and your body. Control the movement, don't go fast, okay? On those lateral raises, on those bent flies, on those rows, okay? Doesn't matter what it is, go nice and smooth. Don't rush through this, okay? So for our cool down, I want you to do one of 2 things. Either A, go back through the mobility, but this time I want you to spend about 2 minutes in each position, okay? And I want you to do 20 arm circles on the front end and on the back end, or I would like you to just go for a 15-minute walk. A walk that's not so fast that you can't have a conversation, but also not so slow that you're just tootling along. I want you to move a little bit. A pace like you're about to miss a flight kind of thing, okay? That's your workout for today. Please give us any questions if you have them. Reach out to us in the Facebook group. Hope you guys are having a good time.